Okay, so welcome back, guys. The the trade that we placed yesterday, was a spot on entry. So we'll just talk about that, the TRENDMASTer, and where we can go from here. But what I will say is that we are at the top of this 4-hour range now. We was looking at entries down here. We bagged an entry right at the bottom of the range. In fact, the 1-hour range. So this has moved to the top of the range now, and for our trading, this is where our targets are. So, profit should have already been taken from limit orders, sold limit orders at the top of the range or at the areas that I've located. And during these times, we can start to look at any potential re-entries and managing the trade. Okay, cool. As for the trade that we was talking about, the entry and how to manage that trade from yesterday, quite simply, we entered in around this position here, so we'll just pop that on. It was about that candle there. So I was talking about the risk reward. So I was saying, you want it really tight. It was about around 28, about 29k. So it's very, very tight, just up here, like right underneath the trend channel. And then I was saying, the 1.5 hour trade, which we shoot for minimum every time, is up at the top of that level. So that was our 1.5 hour trade. I mean, let's look at where we're at now. We're at 5.64 R. What I mean is this small area is my risk, and then calculating, say, how much I want to risk, 5%, 10%, £1,000, what have you. This is 5.64 times that. So, before you open a trade, you want to know how much you want to risk. Then I was talking about, it could be a little bit safer if you want a bit more long term, just underneath here. If you did, it's still a 3-hour trade. So, at the end of the day, this is very, very short term trading. This is what I'm doing now, and I'm not bothering with holding on coins and things like that. It needs to be more dynamic, in and out, adapting to the situation. And as long as we're on the ball and not trading from emotion, we'll be all good. Okay, so 3-hour trade or 5-hour trade, 6-hour trade, whatever you want to, wherever your risk is set, we want to be taking those profits now. So we'll do that, and then we may see a retest of 30k. We can look at that again when we get there. So moving on to the 4-hour chart. Forgive me, this is quite early for me. I'm not usually trading this time. So okay, so this 4-hour level, but this 4-hour level in the middle here, this is kind of the midline of this range, and it's not as accurate as some of these other levels. But yesterday, as you can see, we had this 4-hour spike into it and then just stopped right below it. And if we look at the lower time frames, you can see there's a bit of a pause here. But next candle, fast asleep at this time, boom, always the way. And what's interesting to me is we've got another candle that's breached into this white area, and we've actually closed above it. Now, I'm not going to say that this level is accurate. I mean, there's a few different places I've placed this level. But I don't want to make any assumptions here. Okay. So what I'm waiting for here really is this inside bar formation to break out, ideally to the upside or downside. But if we see a break to the upside, it's either going to be a straight up and down, or we may see this top end of the level here. Okay. So it might come up and touch this, because we haven't touched it before. If we do touch this, then we could see this continue. Okay, we could see this move through this and just literally torture shorters, torture those bears, and just continue on up. So first of all, I want to just put a horizontal ray on this wick that I've circled there. Okay, this wick is like my top end, and we've never reached this before. So if we reach that wick, it's going to be interesting. So, you know, lower highs coming down here as we move down. You know, there's distribution patterns up at the top of these levels, and then we're moving down, but we've just moved straight past all these areas, and this is why you know, for the short term I've been moving this range down. Okay, so like I mentioned in yesterday's video, dragging this area across, this area, this is the lowest area, this is why I brought this one across. You know, got this one as well. So in the short term, as you can see, spiking up, for example, here. Okay, so it spikes up into this area, hits orders, and then it comes away. So for the short term, this is where you can start to take profits off. If it moves down, like it, yeah, if it moves down, then you can either enter in back at a better level or just chill. But the name of the game is to take the profits. That's why we're here. We're not holding coins. And then after that, it's just literally rocketed up to the top of the range. Now, I didn't even think this top of the range would get met so quickly, but that's just great news. So we can go ahead and move this back all the way up here to the top line. And if you notice something very interesting, these two wicks here, they're exactly on the line. They haven't been breached. It's exact. So pinpoint once again from A to B, range bound. Again, another interesting thing as well I want to bring up. We are pretty much topping out on this RSI now. We are in the top band, so I'm not going to say that we could see a move down, but you know, I'd be taking some profits here. Okay, so take some profits at this point, top of the band. We'll see a move down. Well, we want to see a move down from this RSI, so we can potentially continue. 4 hours getting close as well, so just be aware of that. So chill out for a minute and just see what these candlestick formations print, and then we'll go from there. Cool.